Oh, hello everybody. Sorry, I don't own this song, but I just wanted to say happy 4th of July. Yep, sorry about that. It's the 4th of July. This is perfect. Alright, um, anyway, here we go. Welcome back to another movie review. Just had that on because it's the 4th of July, and happy 4th of July, everybody. And, today I'll be reviewing the movie Independence Day for, the 4th of July. And, um, I just uploaded two videos. It was the 4th of July special on my first YouTube channel, and don't worry about my second one. You can still view it. I'm just not uploading on it anymore. And if you're wondering why the icon looks weird, it's because the account was disabled. But don't worry, we'll get it fixed soon. But anyway, we will be reviewing the movie Independence Day. Um, Will Smith is in it, and I'm not sure who directed it, but let me just look it up on. Let me just look something up on Wikipedia to see But it came out July 3rd, 1996, and I know for a fact that it was a hit, um, um and came out in 1996. I think it's like a sci-fi movie and all, and darn it, there it is. I just gotta get on Wikipedia so it'll help me out and all. Um, and I hear it's gonna have an all day marathon today on AMC, and here we go. It's directed by Roland Emmerich, and Dean Devlin produced it, and it's written by Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin, and starring Will Smith, Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, Mary McDonnell, Jude Hurwitz, Hurst, Margaret Collin, Randy Quaid, Robert Loggia, James Redhorn, and Harvey Fierstein. Music by, I can't pronounce that, but music by David Arnold. Cinematography Carl Walter Lindelbaum. Edited by David Brenner. And July 3rd, 1996 was its theatrical release date, but it was released on the Mann Plaza Theater on June 25th, 1996, and it's about 2 hours and 25 minutes, and box office, 8, 8, 8,117.4 million. And here we go with the plot. Well, it starts out with, um, can't remember how this movie began. On July 2nd, an enormous mothership appears, and, well, earlier, there was this pilot that he was going nuts, and then, and he's like, and apparently, I guess he was drunk or something. He was at a bar, and then there's people laughing about him and all, and then a UFO ship appears, and then, sorry about that, there was something on my camera, and on July 2nd, 1996, and then, um, and, um, and apparently Will Smith's character is in the military and all, and his mother's a dancer for some reason, and then apparently this mothership appears, and then people are trying to get ready to like evacuate out of the city. They were evacuating to a different place to get away from the mothership because eventually it was gonna attack, and people were on the tower. Sorry if I'm not very good at this storytelling. I just watched this movie, but anyway, people were evacuating, and apparently Jeff Goldblum might have been divorced. Yeah, he was, and then the president was evacuating the White House, getting on a plane, and then eventually people apparently the ship fired, and then it starts destroying buildings. Buildings start exploding. Firestorms start going. People were running. People dying. It was kind of scary to watch, but luckily the president's plane manages to escape, and um, what was his name? Will Smith's family hides in this. His wife and son and dog hide in a room. Excuse me, while the fire flows, and then the next day, July 3rd, everything was all destroyed and all. There were some survivors and all, and RVs were evacuating, and then Will Smith and the others, the Air Force, they go up there and try to like destroy the ship, but it had a shield and all, and they were like outnumbered. More alien ships come out, start firing, but Will Smith's character manages to escape, and then going through canyons and all, and then an alien ship crashed, and he was funny how he looks in, and then there was an alien, and he goes, "Welcome to Earth," and then he drags the unconscious alien body, and then some RVs come and pick him up and take him to the... Apparently, it was funny how he says, "You need a lift?" and like, "Take me to this Air Force base." And he goes, "It's not on the map." And he goes, "Trust me, it's there." And then, I'm wearing my Loud House shirt. Sorry about that. Apparently he takes them to this Air Force base. The president was like looking up, doing some researches and all, and they meet this doctor, Dr. Auxin something, and then it shows this alien ship that they had, and in these tubes they had these alien bodies, and then Will Smith's character brings in the alien unconscious body, and then they brings them there. They looked into the alien body, which was disgusting, and then back at the town, or city, what was her name? Will Smith's wife and son gathered up some people in this truck, and then they go through the bodies. They had bodies. Some people were sick. Some people, they were going through the... Sorry, my bad. Sorry. She gets them on this truck that actually she managed to get to work, and then they drive through the town with all these people, and some of them were like dead, some of them were sick, and then eventually they stop at this place where an Air Force base was destroyed by aliens, and they camp there and take care of some sick people. The First Lady was there. She wasn't feeling well, but they were helping her out, and then eventually the alien that they were looking for in this lab, it broke out, and then it was still alive, and then it attacked and killed the doctor, and then they looked through the glass, and then the president could hear the alien said, "Release me, you will get no peace." And then they get their guns, and then they fire, and then eventually the alien screeching could affect someone's hearing and all, and they fired at the glass, and then it broke, and then they killed the alien, and then Will Smith gets in a helicopter, and then reunites with his wife and all, and then what else? Then eventually, what was his name? The president and his daughter goes to see... The president sees his wife is in dire straits, and his daughter says goodbye to her mother, and eventually, sadly, that her mother passed away because she was from being in dire straits. And then apparently Jeff Goldblum's character was drinking, and his father encourages him not to, and then eventually Will Smith and his wife reunite, and then this dude marries them like, "Do you promise to do this, that, and this, that?" And I do. And then Jeff Goldblum and his wife reunite, and then they kiss, and then the president has a speech. The president gives himself a speech to everyone, an inspiring speech, and then because it was like early in the morning and the next day on Independence Day, and everyone gets ready to get in their ships to take off to destroy the alien ship, and then Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith get into the ship to go out to the alien base. They say goodbye to their families, and then eventually the president fires one of his men, which is funny. And anyway, stay tuned for part 2. I'll have to do a part 2 on this, so yeah.